Okay, this is your lanyard switch right in here. Trying to get where you can see it there. It goes through the handle and out here connects to your lanyard. That kill switch is so if you fall overboard, it's connected to you. In theory, it connects to you and it pulls that lanyard off and it kills the motor. You guys aren't using it. See, you have the lanyard wrapped around the handle, and if you look on the end of the handle, there's another kill switch. You can just push the button to kill the motor. And so you can see I ran the motor. You can see I cut one of the wires off of that switch, and it makes no difference. It runs with the wires cut off. You don't need that switch for the motor to run. The way the switch operates is it stays open, and unless you pull the lanyard or push the button, in which case it closes the circuit and it grounds the power from the coil on this wire, which is still connected. It grounds that power out to the engine block, to ground, which shuts the coil off and quits sparking the cylinders, kills the engine. So in a second here, I'm going to go ahead, I'm trying to cut it where the leads are long enough where you can reconnect one when you get your new switch. But I also want to cut it to where this wire is going to be hot. The one with the yellow on it is the hot going to the coil. And when I cut it, if that wire, if you touch it, it'll shock you. If it touches any metal on the motor, it'll kill the motor. So I'm going to cut that one on video to show you that it still runs with that cut. And then I'm going to seal it off where it can't ground out. And here, let me set the phone down real quick. Take my pliers and make my cut down here where it won't short out, hopefully. Quickly pull that away from the motor. You can see these wires on the switch don't mean anything. They're not live. They won't do anything to just go to the switch, dead switch. These two wire ends, that's ground. The other one's hot, you don't want to touch it. I'm gonna seam that one off, double it over and tape it around back to the wire to the hot side. And then bundle this wire all back up and jam it back in place and put it all back together. But you can see it's running with the kill switch completely bypassed. And when you push the button or pull the lanyard, I'm going to show you what happens. What it does is it connects this hot wire to that ground circuit, which goes to the motor. And I'll show you how it kills the motor, just like that. You can see when I touch the ends of those two wires. Now I pull them back apart, make sure they're not grounding on anything. Oops, sorry. Make sure they're not grounding on anything, and I'll show you that as long as that hot wire is well away from any metal on anything, I can start this right back up. Fires right back up, and now I can show you that we can also kill the switch just by touching that hot wire, not to the ground wire, but to any metal that's grounded on the motor. Well, that might be insulated. This is painted, so it's hard to kill the motor by touching it to painted surface. Let's see if I can find a bolt that's grounded. Yeah, that bolt's grounded. I touched it to that swivel bolt right there and it killed it. So you can see it's just grounding the power source from the coils that go to the spark plug. Just shutting that off. Sending the power to ground, and the sparks don't spark and the engine don't fire. Real simple. That's it's a switch. It's called an open switch, normal position open, where you press it to close the circuit. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and tape that up and get it nice and tight and as waterproof as I can, and stick it back in this handle and let you guys get back to using your boat. And when you get the kill switch in, we can just throw it in here and peel that tape off and pop it in there and And then we'll get some proper shrink tubing and actually shrink tube it and put a little silicone in the ends to seal it good where it won't ever get moisture in there. For now I'm just going to leave it taped because I'm sure somebody will at some point want to put a new lanyard in there. It is a nice motor and it's in great condition, so it'd be cool to keep it that way. Yep, and that's about all. Have a good one.